This is the Iron Trader. It is hump day, so which means it is crude day. Now, the API report on crude just came out yesterday at 4:30, and actually it was very bullish. Crude had a draw of 2.5 million. Gasoline had a build of only zero point 0.6 million. Distillates had a draw of 2.1 million, and Cushing had a draw of 2 million. So the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. We'll see if it all confirms. So, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the old crude ski, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's just do a real quick review. You can see here where we ran right on up. And where do we go? Right into that key 100 SMA, but more importantly, right here to the 21-day here on your weekly chart at 79.23. Okay, now we had a big red candle off of that. And then yesterday we had a really nice, good trading day because it bounced right off of that key 8 SMA here. And then it closed just a bit, just above that 200 SMA. Now, today so far, we have a red candle, but it basically is, see the high today so far is 78.11, and yesterday was 78.14. So far, we have an inside day, and you're holding this key 8 SMA. So let's look at the downside here first. So what we want to do is watch this key 76.46. This is your 8 SMA, very, very key and crucial number. If that is lost, then we can come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 76.41, and then yesterday's low at 75.85. So that is going to be your key support levels here. Again, this 8-day is going to be the crucial one. You need to close above that. If once that 8-day is lost, like we have here, then she's going to go right down below, and then we know how that ends. So again, you just want to watch this candle here, the bottom, 76.41, and then we want to watch this key 8 SMA here. That is going to be very, very crucial. And then we have your 75.85, which was yesterday's low. Now, again, if that is lost, we can follow the candles down where you have 75.16 here. And then your crucial level, though, is realistically, it's going to be like a magnet to a fridge. It's going to be this 21 SMA, 73.98, and then we have your 73.73 here. But now you can see where your 8-day is above your 21, your 50-day, headed towards that 200. That's all looking very bullish as long as it holds. And look at the 21-day. Now we crossed above that 50. That's looking very, very good. On your RSI here, well, this could go, here either way. There's no divergence here. See, because you have a high here, you had a high here. You had a low there and you had a lower. See, there's no divergence or nothing going on there. Your MACD is still very, very bullish. Your green is above your red. So we got to see how it all shakes out. Now, here on your weekly chart, well, when we look for the upside here, what we want to do is we want to always watch this 50-day because that's a very, very strong resistance, 77.44. And then basically we have that 200 SMA sitting here. And this here is sitting at, let me see if I can pull it up. 77.58. So you're right above that key 77.44. So that's going to be, and then we have that 77.58 here. And then what we need to do is we have to look at yesterday's high. Okay, so you're looking at 78.14, and then we'll come through this candle. You're looking at 78.26, and then we have your retest on the candle of 79.29. Now, again, if you can get above that, then we have your 100-day sitting right here at 79.49. But remember, this candle here at that 79.29, and you have this 79.22. This is going to be very, very strong resistance here on the retest here. But just before that, I mean, you're pretty much right in line here with that 21 SMA here. So very, very strong. So for today, what we want to watch is you want to watch this key 8 SMA. That's going to be very crucial on a closing basis. Okay, so you need to close above that. That's going to be very, very key. And then if we could, on the upside, you want to close above your 77.44, and then your 200-day at 77.58. If you can do that, then we have a good shot at going higher. If you close below that 8 SMA here, then we looked at yesterday's candle at that 75.85. But realistically, your target is going to be down here. 73.98, you're basically looking at the 74 level is where that will come down. Now, again, today is going to be very, very crucial because what we have is this is the end of the month. So usually today is a sell day, and then Thursday you have new money coming in for a new month for at least a couple, 3 days. Also, today we have that Fed meeting, so you have to stay very, very sharp. We got to see it's not. I think they're going to hold the same. They're not going to raise or cut the rates either way. But what you have to do is you have to watch the language in the speech on what they're going to talk about going forward. It could be very, very crucial. Now, on Thursday, very, very key because you got some just really, really key earnings. You got Amazon coming out, you have Apple coming out, and you have Meta coming out. Okay, and that's just like yesterday when we had the Microsoft and the Google. You can see how the market is down here today because it affected it. So that Big Mag 7 is going to affect it. Even though you say, oh, I'm trading crude oil, I'm trading natural gas, it affects it. Trust me, it does affect it. So always watch that and listen to that Fed meeting to see what he has to say here about the rate cuts or rate hikes or whatever they're going to be talking about here today. Okay, one more thing I just wanted to point out here on the crude chart is watch this MACD. Okay, it looks like that green wants to cross over that red, but so far it has not done it. So you have to be very, very sharp today. So again, watch this key 8 SMA here on the downside, the 50 SMA here, and your 200 SMA here on the upside. Okay, let's see what natural gas is doing. Okay, here we have natural gas. Here's that tick chart. Now you can see today that it put even in a lower low. It came all the way down to that 203.07. We'll look there on the monthly chart, and I'll show you exactly where that is, and also on the weekly. We put in a lower low, but you can see here on this tick chart where we just put in, we've been putting a series here of higher lows, and now she's running right on up here to the 208. So yesterday we had at 2.04. Today we just came just a little bit below it, but we have to see, if it's going to be able to hold this area, or is it going to be, if that is like a double bottom situation, and then she rips higher. So let's take a look here on a daily, weekly, and a monthly chart. Okay, here we have your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart. So we're just going to big that up a little bit here. So you put in an even lower low here compared to what we had yesterday at that 2.046. So here, but if you look here on this weekly chart, you can come over to this candle here, and what do you see? See? Look at your low. Look right up here. Okay, what do you see? 2.03. Okay, so there's like no big surprise. If that's lost, then we could come right over here. You got 1.99. Your big retest here is 1.946. So just look always to the left of your candles, and you can see what's going to be going on. Now, upside here, it looks like you're starting to rally here a little bit here. You're at basically 209. Now, again, the key level here is going to be this candle here, which is at 2.16. Okay, that is your gap. And then we have your fill all the way on up here at 2.42. But if you can get above this key level here at 2.16, then what we do is we look to the left of the chart. You have 2.23, we have 2.27, 2.29, and then we'll come to this candle. We'll get back in the game here in the parameters, and you'll have that 2.31. And then we have 2.32. And then what you can do is you can just follow the candles all the way on up here. See, there's another 2.32. And then we just come here, 2.38. And then you have that basically 2.41. But this is going to be the key level on the upside, which will be that basically 2.40, that 8 SMA. So as that 8 SMA comes down, okay, we got to see, how far it's going to go here, if it's going to keep that price down, or can it crack above it? But you can see where natural gas is starting to move up here just a little bit now. Real time, you're at 2.09. Candle turned green. So you might have a possible double bottom right there. We got to see that. But the key is going to be closing back over this candle, which is basically 2.16. That is going to be very, very crucial. And then see, we can rally up. We'll follow the candles up until you hit this key 8 SMA here, or possible gap fill at 2.42. Now, natural gas is just a little bit out of play, but again, if we have a hot summer, never give up on natural gas. This is just one of those lull areas, and then when she rips natural gas, as they'll call it, the widowmaker, there for nothing. So here we have on your weekly chart, there's your price channel. So you look at the bottom, that's at 2.235, which is basically that candle, which you really like to get back into the frame. Again, you just follow the candles. There's that 2.03, and then your 199, and then your 1.94. Now, again, here's your monthly chart. I always like to show you the monthly, because when you look at your price channel, let me see if I can zoom in and see. Okay, there's that 1.946, which is basically right here. Okay, so that's right there. So again, if that is lost, you can come all the way down. Your big retest here is 1.44. So if there is no demand here, say in the next month or two, this could, if that is lost, then we come down to this level, 1.94. But that is your big retest. Not saying it's going to get there, but you always want to say, hey, if this is lost, geez, I know exactly, where it's actually going to go. Okay, so basically for today, what you want to do is you want to watch this 2.03. If that's lost, then you're going to come down to your target level here at 1.94. On the upside, you really just want to watch this key level at 2.16. If you can get above here, then our target level is going to be, bottom line here, is this 2.23. Okay, so you have a really nice situation here if, big if, you can climb above that key candle. Okay, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here we have your hourly chart. Nice. All right, you can see where you had the big gap fill, okay, and there's that top of that candle. There's that 2.16, okay? So what do we have here is now you're creating a channel. Obviously, it's a lot lower, but we do have a trading channel there, okay? So you're looking at 2.11 and a top, and then we're looking at 2.03 here on the old bottom, which we made today, okay? So again, you got a good trading range here. So now we can go back. I told you, on Monday, it's going to take a little after that contract roll, a couple days here for this all to shake out here. So if we just have to, use the chart, you can. That's why I showed you the tick chart. So maybe you can try to trade off of that. So when you have that big, crude was actually, natural gas was at 2.71, and it came down to 2.12. Well, that, 2.12. Well, see what happens, it just throws all the charts right off. So what you have to do is just basically trade the charts that you can find that'll work. Okay, so when you look at the daily, weekly, monthly, they don't look too good. So you just go to a tick chart or 1 minute or 4 minute. Now you can see where this is building right back up. So now this is your trading range, 2.03, 2.11. So I'm going to see today here about doing little scalps, maybe either on the KOLD or on the UNG. We'll have to see how this all going to shake out. But again, if you can break out of this key 2.11, then you know where we're going to go. You're going to go to this 2.16. And then again, if that is, you can take that out, then we'll go on that daily chart, and then we'll look at that 2.23 here. But right now, we just have to trade this range because that's exactly, what we got. We can't trade what we want. We just have to trade what's in front of us. So on a 4-hour chart, pretty much same thing here. We just basically have to look at these top of this candle. That's going to be the very, very key level. And then again, if you get above here, you got a nice shot at that 21 SMA here, sitting at 2.21. But you're going to need a catalyst here for natural gas, something to get this thing rolling, because right now we just have a range here. So it's going to be very, very tight here just to trade this range. And that's about all we can do for right now. Now, I'll have more for you on crude oil and natural gas here, probably later today, about the 5 o'clock area. And thanks for watching.